Nope, nope, not talking about the Leafs coughing up a 3-1 lead to the Buffalo Sabres and losing 4-3. Round of applause for the tank battle and everything. I don't have the strength. If you want to see me freak out about a Leaf loss, I'll post a couple links below. There was the Buffalo loss earlier this year. There was the Nashville game where they lost 9-2. If you want to see me freak out, go there. This video, I figure we have this huge platform. Why waste it on the Leafs at this point? Let's talk about a couple things. Right off the bat, don't click dislike, because I'm forewarning you, there will be no hockey talk and you probably won't laugh. So if you came here for either of those things, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I can fill the hockey void with, I'll post some links below. I'm the NHL prep coordinator at Rogers Sportsnet. It's my job to know what's going on in the hockey world. So there's a few links below, hockey things that I think you would find relevant. I want to talk about two things in particular today, okay? We're going to make a difference. One, read this article in the Toronto Star, pointed out to me by my wife. It's about friends of ours. It's about a guy named Solomon Chow and his fiancée Jen Carter. And, they had a wedding scheduled for later this summer and everything. And basically, Solomon has cancer. It's hard to be blunt like that. But there is a GoFundMe campaign, kind of like a Kickstarter. I don't know if you're aware of GoFundMe, but they're trying to raise $50,000 so that they can move the wedding up to April, which it is. So, they need that money quickly. And last I checked, I think they were over $40,000. So if you can help them with the final 10 grand, less than 10 grand, please do it. I'm going to kick in some money. Let's get these guys the wedding and honeymoon they deserve, okay? Also, wearing blue. Shamelessly promoting the shirt that I made, whatever. World Autism Awareness Day. That is the day that it is today. And, it's obviously near and dear to me. My sister, Rachel, has autism. She is autistic. A few things about this day. And none of them bug me, but they're all just things I want you to be aware of. People always go, what, I find stories like your sister or any autistic person, or anyone with anything, could be Down syndrome, could be whatever, any disability. They go, what an inspiration, I'm so moved, I'm so touched. That's great. I hope you're inspired and I hope you're moved by these people and their stories, and the stories of their families. They'll post a picture hugging, look at this guy. Awareness is great. Inspiration is great. What I want to harp on today is informing yourself, because it's amazing how little people actually seem to know about autism. Well, it's amazing to me because I've been around it my whole life, but I could see why it wouldn't be priority one for a lot of people. So let me tell you this. What I've noticed is, I don't know if they're diagnosing more people with Asperger's syndrome these days, but anyway, there are lots of people with Asperger's syndrome, which is in the autism spectrum. And people will have a friend who has Asperger's, they'll have a family member, they'll know someone with Asperger's, and they'll go, oh, that person's autistic. That is what autism is. And you're right, it is autism. But it's part of the autism spectrum. It ranges so wide from sort of socially awkward, you probably wouldn't even know if they told you, or unless they told you, to someone like my sister, who on a lot of levels is mentally like a 3-year-old. She's older in some capacities, but it's a huge spectrum, and comes with a lot of different challenges. So look into that, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Google 100% for sure does not get offended when you ask it questions. I will not get offended if you ask me questions, and I'm pretty sure most people won't. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And if you bite someone's head off for asking a question that you deem stupid, give your head a shake. They're trying to learn, okay? So if you have any questions about autism, I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not a doctor, but I know some things from my life around my sister. And another thing that I really want you to look into. No, don't swear in this video, Steve. The really bad, the really poor, the unacceptable funding and treatment of people with not just autism but special needs in Ontario, in Canada, and in the world. It is murder on parents. It's really difficult on families. People don't know the care. My sister just a few years ago turned 18. She committed a terrible crime by turning 18. Or no, it was 21. It was 21. It's a little different for her because once you're 21, you're good to go. No more autism for you. And the funding completely changes. You have to find full-time care, and it's absolutely night and day from the day she turns 21 to after that. Look into it. It's really unacceptable. But here's the thing. Canada and Ontario are, I haven't looked it up, but probably some of the best in the world. And that's actually terrifying. We are blessed to be in Ontario and in Canada. Not everyone has the, let's go with facilities or funding available to them. But just because of that doesn't mean we shouldn't strive for better here. So again, this is kind of jumbled, but I just figured, why talk about that Leaf Sabres game? Seriously? No, I'd rather talk about this. I don't know if you can enjoy this video, but I hope you learned from it. I hope it was stimulating. Like I said, bunch of links below. Hope it helped. All right, see ya. Hopefully there's something to talk about next time. Hey, once the playoffs start, no more of this crap. I'm gonna be like, yeah, games that matter. Or if the Leafs get McDavid.